Hi, I'm Toby Earl with the scoop on EastEnders. Poor little Ben Mitchell. He's had a tough life. He's been abused by his stepmum, he has an alcoholic dad, and Ross Kemp is his uncle. And next week, the abused becomes the abuser when Louise goes missing. A frantic Phil hits the bottle to cope and is relieved when Ben finds her in the summer house. Ben's off the hook when terrified Louise blames Jordan, but Phil's stunned when Louise later tells him Ben was responsible for the burns on her arms. Phil's answer to the worry he's created a monster is to get back on the sauce again, and when Ben destroys Louisa's doll, Phil whacks him. Violence, Phil's favourite tactic, so it's hardly a shock that when Ben tells him Jordan's bullying him, Phil's advice for him is to fight back. Meanwhile, Danny's stepped up his and Glenda's campaign to fleece Roxy, so he offers her another guilt-edged investment. A suspicious Roxy asks Charlie to follow him, but he gives him the slip. Ronnie, however, overhears Danny on the blower to Glenda, and when Danny realises this, he tells his mum he needs to back off for a bit. But Glenda isn't the patient type, and neither, it seems, is Stacey's baby, when she thinks she's gone into labour. She may be languishing in prison, but toxic Tracy is still managing to terrorise various families. Gail's livid when she suggests that she pleads guilty to get a lighter sentence. So Tracy lies to the detectives that Gail confessed she hit Joe with a rolling pin and then hid it behind a wardrobe. And soon enough, they find the supposed murder weapon. There's a standoff in the street after Gail realises Tracy has set her up, and first David, then Nick attacks the Barlows. But David may just have a sneaky plan. Next in Tracy's sights are Steve and Becky, after Becky gets a visiting order from her. They end up scrapping when Becky laments her parenting skills. Deirdre's furious with Becky for telling Tracy she can't see her daughter, and she insists that for Amy's sake, Becky buries the hatchet, and preferably not in Tracy's back. The Lib Dems' balance of power is nothing on Tracy's, and when Becky and Steve visit her again, they manage to form a very shaky coalition. Jamie and Jenny make plans to leave the Dales to run a pub in Cornwall, but their dream move's compromised when Bob throws a leaving do for them. It backfires massively when Jamie spots them sharing an innocent goodbye kiss. He's heartbroken, and before long, Viv's fully appraised of their fling. The upshot is that Viv tells Bob their marriage is over, while Jamie tells Jenny they're finished and departs to Nuki on his own. Still, he can at least buy a cream tea for two and not have to share. Meanwhile, Kane spots John B responding to Eve's advances, and when John refuses to pay his garage bill, he very quickly lets slip to Moira what happened. Moira kicks out John and then takes aim at Eve and sacks her. When the dust settles, Moira lets John move back in, on one condition: that he tells the kids before they hear it from the village gossips. Eve, however, isn't chastened and winds Moira right up. I suspect there's even more wickedness in this new residence armoury.